Hey everybody, welcome to Wicked Tarantulas. We are doing an emergency rehouse. So as I started filling her water bowl, I spilled a little bit of water right here. I had noticed this bug run. So I, start flipping dirt as I always do because like I said, I value my creatures. Yeah, more mites, of course, more mites, but this time completely infested, and we just did a rehouse video on this one because of this. Culprit, core bark. Core bark. Everything I did for this girl, she's in premolt. For this core bark, the freeze thaw, scrub, all that, nothing worked. So, the only way I was able to see these, how many there were, was by using my lights. Yeah, this isn't going to work, and we're going to get this girl into a temporary exhibit, which is this. I feel bad because she adores her larger tank, but now I have to put her in this because this is going to be scrubbed and detailed, and I unfortunately only have enough substrate for this little tank. So, yeah, it's just going to be temporary. So I'm going to get my girl out, and I'm going to get her into a cleaner, better exhibit. I'm done with core bark. I will not use core bark anymore. I will continue to make false hides out of fake plants, and that's what I'm going to do for my girl. So, yeah, time to get this baby out. So she's used to me having my hands in the exhibit with her. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start removing this stuff. That way when I take her out, I'm able to catch her with ease. Because I don't want to startle her run, or she get out, she gets hurt. Because then I'm going to be very upset if I hurt her on accident. Because, again, I value their life. I don't care if they're just arachnids or just spiders to people. I think they're more than that. This culprit, bye-bye. And this is the one that actually came with her when I purchased her. And this is the one I found the mites on before. And I'm looking to see if there are any on here. But, you know what? I'm not even taking the chance. I'm just going to get rid of it. I'm not dealing with this again and again and again and again and again. That's not fair to my baby. She is in premolt stages, as you've seen. Some hair missing from her hide. Her rump. So, yeah. I'm going to take care of that because mites can be deadly once they molt because they're soft and they can burrow into them and then they'll overtake them and kill them. So, we're going to take care of this now. So, this is another piece of core bark. And I don't see anything on it. But like I said, I'm not taking any... Oh, there it is. Oh, I just seen something crawling on it. Something really big. And I think it was a spider. Where'd it go? I know it ain't hers. Because when I got her, she wasn't even matured. She ain't even matured yet. So I'm beginning to wonder how those got in there. They can be carried in by the host. It's common they come on the core barks. There's a lot of things that can cause it. It could be the wood bedding. So I won't be using anything core bark, any wood chips, anything like that anymore. I'm just going to do the rainforest mixed. So let me finish clearing this out and we'll get her in her catch cup. Okay, so I highly doubt you guys are going to be able to see these running around. But there are quite a few running around right in this area. Every time I shuffle it, there's even more. And carcasses could cause this too. That's why I try my best to get carcasses out. I've inspected her thoroughly.
What are they?
I don't see any on her. But once I get her, I'll look at her a little bit closer. So it's time to get this girl in her catch bowl. I need to get her away from that decor. That's her favorite decor though. Alright, so let's get her going. Alright, so my son is holding the camera for me so I can better focus. I'm hoping he doesn't drop my phone and he doesn't freak out because this is a pretty calm girl. She doesn't hurt nobody. She's really, really sweet.
Get off me.
Alright. So I know that probably looked like it was not the right way to do it. But with her being on her decor, it's kind of impossible to get her.
Hey, what are you doing to me? Hi. I'm getting out of this container. Oops.
And she's in.
Hey.
Let me just lock it.
I'm super scared.
Alright, so now I'm going to get really close on her. This is a quarantine cup. Of course, my phone's not going to focus because of the container. It's plastic. But I want to make sure she doesn't have any on her, because that's the right thing to do. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to check her bottom. I'm going to do this off camera so I can better focus on her where my attention needs to be. Upon further inspection, she actually broke one of her fangs. When she molted, she had both fangs. I don't use metal tongs with these creatures because of that reasoning. So I'm not really sure how her fang broke when she did molt the last time. She had both fangs and they both had a point. But I don't, the one all the way up closest towards the edge of the tank right here, her fang is actually broken. I would love to know how that happened. So what I'm going to do when I purchase her some new bedding, I'm also going to purchase her a plastic bowl. Because if she was hunting down a cricket and she smacked her tooth on the bowl, that's more than likely going to be the cause. And I was wondering why she wouldn't take 2 crickets the other day. So now I know why. Because she actually only has one sharp fang and one very dull flat fang. So we're going to get this girl taken care of. I did not see any mites on her. I inspected her closely. But I'm still going to make sure I continue to check. And this is a female. So let's get to it. Let me see if I can find some mites to show you how I found them. Okay.
What color are mites?
They look weird.
What color are
Right, so here is a carcass. Alright, so as I smoothed it out, that's how I noticed it. My older son is like kind of freaking out over having mites. It's not that he's freaking out. He is autistic. And he's a little more into tune with his emotions, but doesn't know how to show them. But he is the freaking bomb. He is the best kid ever. So I'm grateful that I have him. I'm grateful that God gave him to me. I do have more peat moss in the making of spreading. I just gotta let it dry out and everything. I don't think I'm going to be able to show them to you. The last time she had them, they were on the glass, and that's how I noticed them. This time, they're like so tiny. Like, I have never seen them this small, like almost impossible to see. But I seen them, and they were all like clustered in one little spot. So, like I said, what I'm going to do is I am going to detail scrub this entire exhibit, everything that's in it. I am going to place her in a temporary home for probably a couple days. I don't want to take her out of her big tank because she does use the whole thing, but I think right now making sure that she's mite-free is going to be way more important. This is just very frustrating because this is I want to say this is the 3rd time with this girl. But then again, this is why I stress to everybody, you know. I know nobody wants to destroy their homes and this and that. But sometimes you don't know there's mites until you start stirring the dirt. And once you stir the dirt is when you're like, oh my God. And you can see this tank's not dirty. It is a clean tank. I do take care of them. It's just frustrating because I'm pretty sure they're coming off the core bark, but it be coming off the crickets. It can be due to the carcasses. It can be so many different things. But all my tarantulas are housed alone. None of them are compatible or social enough to be together. And I don't pair them because I'm not a professional. And I don't have enough room to house this many slings. I know not all the slings make it, but still. Alright, so I'm going to just set this off to the side. I'm going to take this entire tank outside and dump it outside. I'm not going to do it in the house. Mite's kinda.
I saw them.
I'll bet you did see them. They're all over this frickin' tank.
They're ugly. Just they're cute.
And I don't want them killing my tarantula.
The mites
and I did just discover that my one scorpion also has mites. But his infestation is not as bad as the rest. As this one, my son's distracting me. But yeah. So my scorpion's also going to have to go through a rehouse too. I just love doing emergency rehouses. You know, I just came home from doing 12 hours of hard labor. Every shift that I work is always 12 hours. I can't have anything more, anything less. That is what it is. I have a pretty good job. I can't say it's a bad job. So I like to come home, chill, observe my tarantulas, take care of them. And yeah, this is not acceptable.
Yeah.
I say that word a lot, don't I? Not acceptable.
Yeah.
As I always tell you guys, everything's not acceptable.
Yeah. How about you, Trisha? Yeah.
So why are you scared of our spiders?
No, I'm not scared of the spider. It's just the mites because I never saw them. But
mites are super teeny tiny.
So that's all mites on this wood?
There's also like corn fiber and all that other stuff in here, but I mixed it up so much that they're probably, like, as I'm moving it, they're moving to the other side. So yeah, and I gotta get my hydrometers off, my thermometer. Yay, great fun. Alright, so let's continue with this process. Enough mumble jumble. Alright, so gotta scrub everything. She's not gonna be happy because I'm really not gonna have a hide for her. And I want to hide for this girl, so I might just use a cup temporarily. But then again, she doesn't use it. I have flowers I have not used yet.
Well, look at tarantula. You're lucky with the decoration, tarantula.
I forgot all about... I buy flowers to put into my tarantula exhibit. I am a female. I mean, I like pretty things, and... tarantulas are pretty things.
Who would think that you are?
So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use all this substrate. I'm going to pack it down. I'm going to try to use the flowers to make a temporary hide. I already got rid of the core bark. I'm actually going to be taking the core bark out of my other arachnids tanks. Anybody with a core bark will no longer have core bark. So I'm going to pack it down nice and tight.
Yay.
That way she wants to dig until she gets her new home.
Yep.
She can do so. All of these exhibits are sanitized and cleaned and sitting out well long enough for them to air dry. So you know what I'm hoping for, what makes me nervous, is that I don't see any mites on her, but that doesn't mean they're not there. So if she has mites on her and I put her in here and then I take and rehouse her when I get more substrate, she's just going to keep transferring back and forth. So what I'm trying to do is cross-eliminate possibilities. So fresh, completely fresh forest mix, no wood. I have no peat moss in there right now. I will though soon, but that's when I rehouse her. Decorations are all going to be out. It's just going to be her exhibit and a little water bowl. I'm going to put a different water bowl in there because I did forget I actually do have another water bowl. It's plastic, so I will not have to buy one. And when I take her out of this one, I'll put her back into one of these little critter carriers and I'll observe the dirt in this one. I'll see if I see anything moving or crawling, whatever the case may be. And then I know at that point, if they're in here, they're on her, then I don't know what to do. So if any of you have ever been through this issue and you've had tarantulas and you continuously rehouse, clean, supervised and all that, and they still continuously get it, and they're actually carrying on the host itself, what do you do? How do you get the mites off the tarantula if you cannot see them, but they keep transferring from rehouse to rehouse? If anybody knows, please tell me in the comments below. I do read every comment, although sometimes I get comments that don't like to post for a few days, but it says it's there, but I can't view it. Don't really understand that.
Mommy, I think you have to get some white spray.
You can't put chemicals in here, bub. You can't do that with these guys. Alright, so I'm going to take the extra flowers. And I am going to kind of shape them to where she can hide under them.
Oh, yes, I like this house. How do you know if a tarantula is about to molt?
Do you see how she's got hair missing on her butt?
Huh?
That's usually what tarantulas do before they molt. Some of them start losing hair. But our metallic pink toes, they just stop eating. They don't like, it's weird. I don't know how to explain it.
Huh?
Alright, so again, what I'll do, like I did before for her, what I'm going to do is I'm going to push the dirt up against the flowers to keep them in position. And I'll kind of make her a little hole so that way she can hide in here. That way she kind of has somewhere to go. I feel so bad taking her out of a big tank and putting her in a small tank.
At least she has a lot of room running.
She's not going to have a lot of room once I put the water bowl in.
I mean, not a lot of room, like she can run on the walls.
Alright, everybody. So this is our end result for now.
Yep.
So now it's time to take her, get her in here.
Hey.
She's pretty calm.
Hey, look, she's why is she putting her hand up?
She put her leg up, bub. She don't have hands. So this is going to be the fun and the tricky part. Okay, Jay, I'm going to say this to you one time, okay? If she gets out, just chill, okay? Don't freak out. Don't scream. Don't run. You have to remain calm. Okay? So now I got to get the lid off. Okay, so with her, the last time she was placed in one of these, she went straight to the top. Okay, so the one side of the lid wants to lock. Okay, so she's already kind of coming up.
I think she knows already.
Okay, so you guys see her inside the exhibit, in the exhibit, okay? So I'm going to attempt to get her to come out. But because of the ankle I put her at, it's going to be impossible. She might kick hair at me.
Hey.
Okay, so we got her out. But now I got to get this out, or this girl ain't going to have no room. I feel bad. You can see she's stressed. So in a case like this.
Okay, please don't let me out.
I feel so bad. She's in such a smaller exhibit. I'm sorry, honey. I am so sorry. I don't want to do this. While she's standing up, I'm going to once again check her for mites.
You should do that on purpose, like stand up to see it.
She climbs.
To see you, right? That's cool. Aww.
I don't know if you guys can see her.
Yep.
I like fat tarantulas. I keep my tarantulas as fat as possible. I don't see anything on her.
Kiss me.
She's got a lot of webbing coming off of her.
This feels good.
I will cry if there are mites on her. I get attached to anything that is mine. If it's an animal, I'm attached. If it's a child, I'm obsessed. If it's a loved one, I don't know how to let go.
Hi.
I value the little things in life, and I value what life gives me. I don't want flowers. I don't want chocolate. I don't want money. I'm not like that. Me, I just want time. I want love and I want affection. And I'm glad I have a man that's been by my side for 11 years that understands that. All right, now that she's standing up, I want to see if I can show you guys her fangs. If I can get my little light. Jay, come over here and hold this light.
That was my hair.
Hold this light. Come here. Hold it like this. Hold it on her fangs. The light. Hold the thing on her, the light on her fangs. All right. So if you look, not directly on her fangs. If you look at her fangs, my son's blaring me out. Hold them like on her belly. All right. Her one fang is actually broke. That kind of makes me really mad. I mean, things are going to happen. At least she has another molt to go through. Because if she didn't have another molt, yeah, I'd be in a lot of trouble. Because if she broke both fangs, I already know how to feed a tarantula without fangs. It's a very weird and disgusting process, but you'll do anything to keep your little guy alive. Just like I also know how to help them escape their exoskeleton if they get stuck during molding. You do have a short process.
See bugs in there.
Where?
All in there.
Shay, I don't see bugs. I see dirt everywhere. Oh, that's my hair. My hair is in her tank. I'm going to have to get it out.
That's what it looks like.
So, thank you guys very much for helping me. Well, you didn't help. You helped by watching the video. Thank you to my son for being an awesome person and holding my flashlight, holding my phone. And I'm very surprised how well he did. So I will see you guys on the next feeding or rehousing or a combination of both. If you guys liked the video, remember to hit like. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to put notifications on. And I value all opinions, no matter what kind of opinion you give me. Just leave it below. I hope you guys have a great day. Bye.